but they won't give up their possession. It's sad for the losing. It's sad for the losing.
This one is for old time's sake on 2 levels. First level, I'm at work. It's crazy that I can do this while I'm at work, but don't think about that. Don't worry about that. Old time's sake, because my first ever YouTube video was in my grandma's car. I used to do car talks, and that used to be my YouTube channel. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Anyways, look, this hit me hard. Like, and it's been bothering me for a while now. And I was gonna wait till I got home, and I was gonna write out points and make it real organized, but I'm not doing that. Stop attacking Jesus. My Jesus specifically. Stop. Please. Pretty please. Cause it's like, you ever notice how no religion on this earth is mocked except for Christianity? Have you ever noticed that? The Muslims, they get to walk, and they never, you tell somebody, oh, I'm a Muslim. Oh, okay. And then you're good, right? You could be freaking Jewish. Good. They're kind of Christian, aren't they? I'm not sure. But, what else is there? I don't know. The people who wear the things over their heads, I think that's also Muslim. They'll say something about the fact that the women have to cover their face and stuff, but their God that they worship is never mocked, is never questioned, is never talked about. Unless you're questioning, why do the women have to cover up their face? But with me, it's, oh, why do you believe in God? You believe in that God thing? Oh, that God thing? Oh, you know the Bible isn't real, right? Oh, you really trust the Bible? Oh, you know it's devil worship when you do communion? Shut up. Stop. You're not doing that to them. Why are you doing that to us? That's first. This is second. Y'all have twisted. And this is why we're so disrespected. Because every other religion, first of all, is tied to culture. So you ain't gonna mess with culture, you ain't gonna mess with a religion because it's tied to culture. But at the same time, every other religion has stuck to the same point forever. Our religion has, what is a denomination? What is that? What is a Church of God in Christ? What is a Baptist church? What is a Catholic? What is a non-denominational? What is a Seventh-day Adventist? What is a freaking Jehovah's Witness? Huh? What is a Hebrew Israelite? Huh? Why we don't just follow Jesus Christ? Why are we not just Christian? And this all means the same thing? What is a New Testament church? What is an Old Testament church? What is this? What? Someone tell me. I'm ready. I'm listening. Take your time. Because why is our religion so separated? Why are there so many different forms of the same thing? Huh? Why? I hate that. Jesus didn't intend for that. He didn't. In the Bible days, read the Bible. Everybody believe the same thing. If you ain't worshiping God, you worshiping some golden cow, or you worshiping Baal, or whatever demon, or whatever you want to worship in the Bible, you are understood to be a worshiper of something that's not God. But if you do believe in God, everybody believe, oh, that's the Son of Man. Oh, son of David, Abraham. Boom, all of it's connected. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, all the story is the same. Not, oh, well, we don't really think that you can eat pork, and we have a different religion because we don't eat pork, and we do the Sabbath day. And then it's, oh, you do the Sabbath day? Why? You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, no, stop. That's not even my religion. You believe in something completely different than me. And then it's, oh, well, after the Old Testament stopped and the New Testament came, you don't have to really follow those rules in the beginning. And then it's, oh, well, you do have to follow the rules in the Old Testament and the New Testament don't really matter. Why are we not taking the Bible as a whole? And why do we not understand what the Bible is? I'm making different videos in one video. I'm kind of just airing out my grievances, but I feel like it's a lot of things that needs to be clarified. So the first thing is, main point. My main point was stop attacking Jesus. My Jesus specifically. I really need to stay on that. But we got to handle this too. This needs to be handled. But this needs to be handled. Because this is what y'all don't understand. You look at the Bible as a rule book. The Bible is not a rule book. The Bible is a guideline. Okay? Do you know what Christian means? Christian means Christ-like. If you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus Christ, your job is to do the best you can to live how Jesus did. That is your job. Your job is not to, okay, today I didn't disrespect my neighbor. Today I didn't disrespect my mom. I didn't commit adultery. I didn't drink. It's not a rule book. That's not how it works. You live your life following Jesus. Live as Jesus did. And if you do that, then naturally the things you do will line up with what Jesus does. So if you're living your life based off a rule book, you're wrong. Because you can never live to the standards of the law. That's why it's got abolished. I was following the law last year. I was doing the Sabbath day and all that. And then I kept reading my Bible. It was like, oh, and this is not to say that the law doesn't matter. If you want to follow the rules and the law specifically, that is amazing. You're going to do that naturally if you believe in Jesus. And that is my whole point. And people don't understand that. They don't. Because people would get hung up on, it's like, it turns into who gets the gold star. Who's the student of the month, employee of the month. It turns into that when you try to look at it as a rule book. Because none of us are worthy of going to heaven. None of us will ever be worthy of going to heaven. And if you just think because you follow all these rules, you're so good, guess what? It's rules you don't follow. It is. It's rules you don't follow. It's always rules you don't follow. It's always something you don't know that you're doing wrong. You're doing it wrong. Because I'm pretty sure all of us think negative thoughts about other people. You think you're supposed to be doing that? You think that's Christ-like? It's not. But God understood that. He understood that we're human. We're going to mess up. That's the whole reason he sent Jesus. Because he was like, yeah, this ain't going to work. Every time you mess up, you got to do a sacrifice. It ain't enough cows and sheep and perfect lambs in the world for you to do a sacrifice every time you mess up. Let me send Jesus Christ. Let him be the sacrifice. So these humans can mess up, repent, and start over. Nope, we're not going into that tangent. That's another video. I need to stay on the thing. So let me explain first, before I tell you stop coming for Jesus, my religion that I love, that I live my life based on, and y'all gonna have to stop attacking it, bro, because I'm not cool with that. I'm not. And I hate seeing it on TikTok. It's just like how racism is starting to get reformed, but it's a lot of reasons to that. But like how I can't say y'all, because I'm sure it's not y'all, but it's a whole lot of people who are getting very comfortable being racist in the comments on social media, like saying like that black fatigue crap. Yeah. Or saying I'm really getting tired of them. They always loud, but never take accountability. Who's that? Who? And it's always a white account that says that. Who? Who you talking about? Say it a little bit louder. The problem is y'all are going to start saying it a little bit louder. I think at another video. Shut up. Stay on point. My Jesus that you guys keep coming for, the whole basis of it, so you can understand what Christianity is as a whole. Because people get tied up on one thing. Like if you're an atheist, some you want to try to point out one thing in the Bible and try to disprove the whole Bible. Doesn't even matter. The whole point is my job here is to live like Jesus did. And I'm going to try to get as many people as I can to also live like Jesus did. That is all we have to do. That's it. It's that simple. Live like Jesus. Do it. Try to get other people to live like Jesus. Do it. God will be proud of you. Very proud of you. Extremely proud of you. And you'll be one of his. You're already one of his. It just decides on like if he's going to freaking let you in or not. Anywho, that's that. Now, for the main point of this. Like, I seen it, like, it's so many different forms of ways that people come for Jesus. And here's another thing, because you might be this person. I could have turned all these lights on and had better lighting. That's crazy. if you're this type of person, think about the type of person you are. I'm not a stereotypical Christian where it's like, oh yeah, I'm Christian, but everything about my life, just none of it lines up with being a Christian. That's not me. So I have a lot of talks about Jesus, and those talks normally turn into tiny arguments, kind of debates. And it's always so funny to me when these people around me who I have like heard to my eyes, to my face, oh, I believe in God real heavy. You know, I really believe in Jesus. I'm a real Christian. I'm blah, blah, and I'm debating against them. It's been times in this job right here where I got like 15 people I'm talking to at once, and I'm the only one defending God. Out of the 15 people that I'm talking to, and let me just ask you this. Do you know how disheartening it is to know that, like, most of the time I'm not even defending God to atheists, I'm defending God to Christians. Do you know how many Christians question God on a daily? You know how many Christians want to tell me that I'm stupid because I believe in the Bible? And you're a Christian? First thing we probably need to stop. Listen. Don't wait until God and Jesus come back to start being honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself now. If you know you're not a... I was about to say, if you know you're not a freaking Christian, I probably shouldn't talk like that if I'm trying to make a video like this. I don't curse. But it's just even freaking is like a little heavy. Like, oh, that was what you trying to say, buddy. But I haven't cursed since I was a child. But if you're not a Christian, don't call yourself a Christian. Like, can we please start being honest with ourselves? Please. Like, please stop attacking Jesus. Please. And a lot of you have unhealed trauma. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I would never shame you for having trauma. I think all of us have trauma. You know? So we all can relate in a way. But if your church did you dirty when you were a child, or if you've seen the church do somebody dirty, or if your church just wasn't really a good church to you, why are you putting every single church in the world in that category? You got cheated on when you were in high school. Do you still hold that against every single man when you get older? And if you do, it's extremely unhealthy. It's not unhealthy to learn from the experience in the past and like use it to like notice warning signs. That's very healthy. But for you to just straight up go out your way to talk down on every church because you had a bad church, or you had 2 bad churches, or 3 bad churches, or 4 bad churches, or every church you've been to is bad. It's a million of them. You've been to not even 1%, not even half of 1%, not even 1/10 of all the churches in the world. And you're going to talk down on all of them because you had bad experiences. Why? That's not fair. That's not fair at all. That's not fair at all. That's not fair. And here's another thing. Have you ever thought about this? If you are a Christian, or if you used to be a Christian, and you have realized wrongdoing in the church, every church you have ever seen has been terrible, why do you think your relationship with God has anything to do with the church? I know why you think it, because that's what they teach you. Just like they teach you to go get credit cards and run up your credit, right? So you can get a credit score. Right now you're in debt. It's a whole separate thing. Your relationship with God is like this. It's like looking in a mirror, but instead of the mirror, it's literally looking in the mirror. Because it's just you, yourself, and you. That's it. Your relationship with God has nothing to do with the church. Because who you are on a daily basis does not, it should not be affected by what other people do and how other people run their business. You know? And it's like people don't understand that. And I can't stand. My biggest pet peeve is that the church will say things like, no, I'm doing it. Ain't that crazy how life works? Because I'm doing what I just told you not to do. And this is my whole point in why you don't base your relationship with God off of the church. Because guess what? I'm a human. The church is full of humans. All of us are humans. Your relationship isn't with a human. Your relationship is with God, the one and only, above all. He is everything. The creator. The smartest of all time. The everything that there could ever be. Every compliment ever. He gets it. He does no wrong. And your relationship was with that person, not with me. So you can't let me and my downfalls dictate your relationship with God. Same thing if I was a pastor. Same thing if I was a church member. Same thing if I was anything. Nothing should ever come. It's kind of like a marriage. Just because I've seen every person I know cheat doesn't mean that my marriage is going to be filled with cheating and arguments and hate just because I've seen that in all my other marriages around me. That doesn't have to dictate my life and my relationship, you know? Because your relationship isn't based off of other people. It's not. So just, you need to understand, when you're attacking the church, you're attacking Jesus in a way. And that could seem contradictory because I just said Jesus in the church is like your relationship with God and Jesus. But what is the church's point? The church's point is supposed to be to bring you to Jesus. So if you're attacking a place that's supposed to bring you closer to Jesus, how could you ever get any, what positive comes out of that? That's like talking down on the police. That's like talking down on firefighters. Why? Those are the people who are here to help you. Supposed to be. So why would you ruin that? Why would you ruin their credibility? There's nothing wrong with, I don't know, guys. You guys need to grow up. You guys got to grow up. You're 50 years old telling me about something that happened to you. Oh my goodness. This was the problem I used to have when I was a child. The lights used to turn off all the time. That means I've been talking too much. But don't tell me you're 50 years old and you're holding on to stuff that happened to you when you was a child, and stuff that you seen in the church when you was a child, or your parents forced you to go to church so you don't want to go to church because the church you went to as a child was bad. Go to a different one. Go to another one. If you don't like that one, go to another one. You're on your phone all day. How many different new artists have you listened to when it comes to music, huh? You try different artists all the time, right? You listen to new music all the time. So why you can't listen to new different people talking about Jesus? If you care. And you should care. It's like enough. And like I said earlier, enough with the fake Christianity. Like, just enough. If you're racist, you don't believe in God. Okay? Like, do you understand that? If you preach hate, you do not believe in God. Do you understand that? All right. Because it's a very big group of people who will look at someone like Donald Trump, who says God this, God that, and think he believes in, he follows God. Oh, he's a Christian. Is he, bro? What about him says Christian? Huh? What does he do that Jesus did? In what ways? He did a few good things, did he? Oh, that's amazing. But how many things did he publicly do that are terrible or preach hate? Every time he talks, he's talking down on someone. But that's political. That doesn't matter. But it's just like a thing of, you guys need to open your eyes and learn that everyone who says they're a Christian is not a Christian. Faith without works is dead. What works do these people have? It's easy to proclaim to be something, but when you look at the patterns in their life, you look at the type of person that they are, look at the way that they talk, look at the stories that they have done, look at all of these different things, and just open your eyes and see, oh bro, you are not a Christian the way you're supposed to be. I don't even know, because it's up to, it's like guys, you gotta understand, like, a lot of people don't tell you just how it is. It's like they're scared. But the way it is, and I'm telling you because you need to know. Because somebody got to tell you. You can't say you believe in God if you're not doing what you're supposed to do to get into heaven. And stop thinking that you're going to heaven if you're not even working. Like, bro, it's like people think they're going to be rich, but they don't even go to their regular job. They have no side hustle. They have learned no talent, no skills, nothing to add anywhere, but they think they're going to be rich one day. How? You think you're just going to wake up and get rich? You think you're going to hit the lottery? No. If you hit the lottery, you're going to blow the money and be broke. Stop lying to yourself, okay? Everybody think that they're going to heaven. No. I literally had to have an argument about this at work. Like, no. Your everyday life looks nothing like Jesus' life did. So how do you think you're going? And please understand, I am not a perfect person. I'm a terrible person, okay? Terrible. I have done terrible things, okay? But I make a mistake and I work to fix it. And I try my best not to make that same mistake again. And do I fail? Yes. I'm a human. We're the same ones who ate the apple. God gave us everything we wanted. All we had to do was not eat the forbidden fruit, and we did. That's our nature. But at the same time, I keep my eyes on Jesus. You see this light? Like the light? Keep my eyes on that. And it's like, dang, I messed up, but Lord, make me better. Make me better. And I might mess up again, but it's Lord, make me better. And I'm not messing up doing the same thing multiple times. Because if you're making the same mistake every day, and that becomes your lifestyle, because there's nothing wrong with making the same mistake every day. But when you're making the same mistake every day, forever, then it's like, okay, it's not a mistake. That's your lifestyle. So at a certain point, you have to change your lifestyle. Stop attacking Jesus. And stop expecting Christians to be perfect. You will never see that. You'll never see a perfect Christian. He already came and died. He'll come back again. So I'm not going to say you'll never see it. You'll see it. But the day you see it, then you might, if you ain't fixed it by the day you see it, a perfect Christian, you might be way too late. Lord, I do thank you. Thank you for letting me do this. Yeah. I've been holding that in for a while. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you guys. It's good to talk to you again. You know, haven't talked to you in a while. I wish I was more active. I don't know if it's the devil. I don't know if it's just me. A lot of times I just don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to just ramble. Don't want to waste a video, you know. It's hard making videos, man. Like, I don't know. These type of videos are easy, I guess, but I don't know, man. I just want to make sure I have something to talk about before I just get up and talk, you know what I mean? But anywho, it's good to see you. Good to see you again. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. And, yeah. I really hope that you guys, strengthen your relationships with God, because I try to strengthen mine every day. Anywho, I'll see y'all in the next one. I do love you guys, you know. Love you just as Jesus loved me. Jesus loves you also. If you think he doesn't, please stop lying to yourself. He loves you so much that he died on the cross for you. I just thought of something else to say, but the video, I'm gonna end it. That's enough. It's enough, man. It's enough. All right, y'all. Stay safe, man.